That's my best friend. That's my best friend.
What's up everybody, welcome to JP Superstar. I'm JP and today we're going to be playing the game Ancestors, the Humankind Odyssey. It's a really cool game, the story of evolution over millions of years. I'm sure you know what it is if you're here watching this video. I hope you are enjoying it as much as I am. So today I'm just going to go through a few things that you can craft in the game. So it's like a crafting guide for basically for beginners, or maybe if you've been playing it a while you might also pick up a few tips. So I hope you enjoy it, and here we go. So the first thing we're going to talk about is stones. So there are 3 different types of stones that you can use in the game. There's granite, basalt and obsidian. So granite is used to make the grinder, basalt is used to make a chopper, and obsidian is used to make a scraper. So let's start here with granite. And to create the grinder, all you have to do is grab 2 stones, and as you can see here they're usually in little groups of 3 or 4. So if we just grab 2 and we hold them in our hand like this, we hold LB to alter, and we just start banging them together. So it's important you listen for the little click or clink. It's like a little cue that tells you when to release, and that's an important cue that goes on throughout the game. So we'll see it a lot, and it's very important, so just remember that for now. When you hear the clink, you release and it'll hit. Because if you hold it for too long and then you release it, you'll end up smashing the other stone in your hand. Right, so this is the grinder. So it took us about 10 times to get it, and that's kind of usual. And what we can use this grinder for is to grind certain plants. So there are plants in the game that give you certain kind of abilities, like protection from cold or from breaking bones and stuff like that. But if you grind them up, you can actually get extra abilities, or well, the same abilities but just a stronger effect from them. So if we start here, we're going to go out, we're going to find the cat plant, K-H-A-T, I don't know, is it cat? Cat? Not sure. But anyway, we're going to go out here and find it. There's one over here. It's like a tree with red flowers on it. There it is. Okay. So this is a really good plant because if we eat it, just picked up this wrong thing there. So if we eat this plant, you can see there in the bottom left hand corner we get a little bit of protection from the cold and from breaking bones. However, if we grab this now, put it in our left hand, alter it, grind it up just a little bit, we make a paste. And this cat paste, when we eat that now, it gives us full protection straight away from just one flower. So that's one plant that you can use to grind, and it really just gives you a lot stronger protection against the cold and breaking bones. Okay, so the second plant now that you can grind up is this stuff here. It's called Horsetail. There it is. Horsetail. So it's a really good plant because it gives you protection from broken bones, but it also has a secondary effect, which is that it'll stop bleeding or prevent bleeding. So there are 2 ways to do this. So if you eat it just like this, we can't see now because I have full protection from broken bones, but that increases your protection from broken bones. But if we take this now, we're going to go inside. There are 2 ways that you can use this plant to stop any bleeding or give you protection from bleeding. So the first is if we hold it in our left hand and alter it and just give it a quick strip like that. When we switch it back, we have to inspect it because it's new. And now we can see that it's an altered horsetail plant. So what we can do with this now is just simply apply it to ourselves, and it'll give us protection from bleeding. So there you go, a little bit of protection. So another way you can get that protection is if we get another plant, and I think this way is a little bit more effective. You get more protection. So if you grab the grinder, hold the plant in our left hand and grind. Now this takes a really long time, but it is worth it, I suppose. we go. So now we can apply that to ourselves, this little horsetail paste, and what that'll do, it'll give us full protection from bleeding, so it's more effective. Now I would advise, if you're in a pinch, that you can just grab the horsetail, put it in your left hand and rip it in half. That'll stop any bleeding, so that's really just a quick way to do if you're being attacked and you need to stop bleeding fairly quickly. But those are the two plants that you can grind, and that just about covers granite. Okay. Alright, so the second rock we're going to talk about here is basalt. So this can be used to create a chopper, and that can be used in a number of different ways, really, for cutting up things and sharpening sticks, which is a really important one. So if we pick up two basalt rocks and we do the same thing we did with the granite, hold them together and start hammering. And there we go, we've got ourselves a chopper. So, alright, so the first and the most important thing we can do with this is that we can make sharp sticks. So if we go back here, back to our little home base, there's a tree over here in the corner. Alright, we're just going to grab a branch from this tree, and the first thing we're going to do is hold the tree in our left hand. We're going to drop the chopper, just going to alter the tree and give it a quick strip. So that makes it somewhat sharp, but not really sharp enough. So we're going to grab the chopper and we're going to go 1, 2, 3. So 3 times, and now we have a really sharp stick, and that's really effective against predators. So one thing to note is that you can use the non-sharpened sticks as weapons. You can actually use anything really as a weapon. If you're being attacked, you can use even an unstripped branch, or you can use a rock. Anything that you have in your hand will really be used as a weapon if you're being attacked. But to do the most damage, you're going to want to have a sharp stick. Right, so now that you have a sharp stick, you can go and kill an animal, and then I'll show you the second thing we can do with the chopper, and that's butcher dead animals. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go off and kill a dead animal, and then I will show you how to butcher it. Alright, so here we are, we've killed a green mama snake, and so what you can do now with the chopper is you can butcher the snake. This allows you to get meat. It can be used on any animal that you kill. You can just butcher it, and then it allows you to get the meat. Not that. Whoop. But we can take the meat and we can eat this meat. Now, you can eat a certain amount of it, but after a while it will make you sick. But the best advantage about butchering, and I can't show you right now because it's a small snake, actually no snake, gives you this, but if you butcher any other animal you can get a bone, a large hard bone from them, and that can be used as a weapon then as well. So that's the second thing you can do with the chopper. Right, now I'm going to show you the third thing. So again, with butchering you can use any rock really, but the fastest way to use it is the chopper. Right, so let's take this coconut here now, put it in our left hand. We're going to alter that, and we're going to start cracking it. There we go, 3 chops and it's done. And now we can drink the liquid that's inside, and not only does this quench your thirst, but it would also give you another little ability. Down the bottom corner there you can see the 2 fangs, so it gives you protection from poisonous snakes, and also the bubbles I think is like from, I don't know, berry poisoning or something like that. Anyway, it's protection against something, so it's good. So those are the 3 things you can do with the basalt chopper. Okay, here we go, we have some obsidian. Perfect, so I'm going to put down my stick, grab 2 obsidian rocks. Now obsidian is a little bit softer, so you have to be a little bit more careful when you're making this, that you don't smash it to pieces. So again, just listen for the clicks that let you know when to release. There we go. And what we end up with now is an obsidian carver. Whoa! I mean, that was lucky. And as you can see there, what I used was the carver to hit that tiger, and it worked. Okay, got my stick now in case he comes back. Where did he go? He looks like he ran a good bit away. Okay, that's cool. Now, so the carver basically does the exact same thing as the chopper, but the chopper is more effective. So, as I said, those are the 3 things that I have discovered that you can use with the chopper and the grinder and the scraper. So, if you guys know anything more, any other uses for them, please let me know in the comments, because I would love to know. But that's stones. Also, just one thing to note, guys, if you use, let's say, a different type of rock, like granite to make the obsidian scraper, or obsidian to make the basalt chopper, then that will register as a new use for that type of rock, and it'll give you a little bit of extra neural energy. So if you mix and match there, you can play around with that and get some extra energy if that's what you're looking for. Alright, so that covers all the rocks in the game that you can use. So now we're going to focus on something here, this grass. So that's a dead branch, but we want to see this natal grass. So this is very important, because first thing you can do with it is you can build a bed, and beds are useful because, one, I think you get more energy when you sleep in a bed, and 2, if you move your clan on and you want to create a new settlement spot, then you're going to need to put down a bed and declare that as your settlement spot. Also, it's where you get access to the evolution menu, so you really do need a bed. So we're going to take this grass here. We've got 2 there. I'm going to grab 1 more and 1 more. So we need 4 when you start the game. As you get further along and you evolve, you need less items. But so if we stack 4 of these natal grass stacks together, you can see we have an option there. Press Y to start construction. Just in time too, because it looks like I'm pretty tired. But we're going to start construction, and if you see there, the grass moved to where I was standing, so just keep that in mind when you're building something. The structure will be built wherever you're standing. So there we go, building. You can build a bed. So now what we can use that for is take a nap. Alright, so as I said, beds are important for creating a settlement where your clan is, and also for sleeping. But there's one other thing you can do with this grass. If you take a stack of it, put it in your left hand, and go to altar, you can just strip it away like that, and you end up with this, a little stick, a green stick, it's the stem from the grass. So let's inspect it there, so it is a new tool. So what you can do with this is you can get honey. So if we see up there, we've got a beehive. We'll memorize that, and we're going to go up and we're going to get some honey out of it. So what you can do is you can dip this stem in, and you can actually get some honey from it. So let's see, dip. Whoa. Alright, I needed to get away there fast because the bees will sting. So if we inspect this stuff, you can see there's a little bit of honey on the end of its stem, and that's a new food source. Alright, that covers grass. I'm going to get in out of the cold here, and the next thing we're going to look at is barriers. So this is actually more construction than crafting, but it's all the same thing. So barriers, you might want to use them to protect your clan. So we might want to build a barrier here to protect if any predators try to get in that way and attack our clan. So we need some branches. So let's grab some here. I hope there's enough left on the tree. So as I say, we need 5 items to build a barrier. So we're just gonna drop them there and there. And 2 more. And there we go, we just had enough. Alright, if we go back here, add to the pile, add to the pile. So again, remember, the structure you're building is going to be built in the spot that you're standing. So try to stand where you want it to be built. So if I stand here, that should be a good spot. And the way I'm facing as well is the direction that the structure will be built in. So if I start construction, there you go. We've got a branch barrier. So that is one type of barrier you can create. Alright guys, so the second barrier type that you can create is a thorn bush barrier. And it's the exact same as the branch barrier, but you use thorn bushes. Now, a couple of things you need before you can build this. These here are the thorn branches. Now you need to have the ability to walk on 2 feet and carry items with 2 hands. So I don't have those abilities right now in this game, but once you have those abilities, you should be able to pick up these bits of this thorn bush, inspect them, and then you can bring them back here and you can build a barrier in the exact same way as you did with this branch barrier. So that's that. Alright guys, so that's all the crafting ideas that I have found so far in the game. As I probably should have said at the start of this video, I'm only halfway through the game myself. So if there is anything you guys know that you want to let me know, please do comment below and let me know. Before I leave, I was going to go through a few of the things you can do with the sharpened stick. So the first thing obviously is you can attack and defend yourself from predators. But another thing you can do, if we come over here, if we look here, we've got a fishing spot, and you can detect fishing spots because they have this little tall grass coming out of the water here, and they're usually on the edge of the running water. So if we go in here, we can fish with our sharpened stick. Oh, missed there. Again, listen for the cue. So we've got ourselves a fish. Let me just get in out of the cold there. Right, so to get that off, you need to do the same thing you would do if you were stripping a stick. But first I need to inspect it. Inspect this fish, because it's new. Now it says new food discovery, but this early on anyway, it's not a good idea to eat fish. I think the more you eat, and then as you evolve, it becomes something you can eat more. But I think this early on, if I keep eating this fish, I'm gonna make myself sick. Oh, he's doing pretty well. Yeah, there we go. So, I've gotten sick. Only a little bit though. It's not that serious. All I need to do is drink some water to get rid of that. And there we go. Alright, I guess that's it for me. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, drop me a like. Let me know if there was anything else that I didn't mention or that you know that you want to share with me, and I would really appreciate that. Thanks guys, good luck with the rest of the game.